Alright, Rich, this is it. You can do this. October's here again. This time, you're going to watch an actual scary movie. Not a family-friendly one that you keep doing every single year, okay? Something truly scary. Okay. Here we go. Nope. No. Scarier than that. What the hell? Alright, this is it. The scariest thing I could find. The godmother of all of horror. Sorry. Another year, another Halloween special. I had so many suggestions of what I should cover this year as a not too scary Halloween review, from the classic Nightmare Before Christmas to Adam Sandler's Hubie Halloween, even the one I joked about last year, The Little Vampire. How the hell do people even remember this thing? But I decided to go with one that was lodged in my brain, something that was somewhere in my subconscious. I felt the need to talk about it, and that was Scary Godmother. Now you're probably asking, what the hell is Scary Godmother? I don't even think I heard of it. Well, honestly, I thought I made it up. I seriously thought it was a fever dream of wild animation, crazy backgrounds, and characters that were 2 steps from being crackhead Hanna-Barbera creations. Scary Godmother was a series of children's books written by Jill Thompson starting in the late 90s about a little girl that befriends a witch from a Halloween land who shows her the monsters that she hangs out with. Well, just like a grumpy green ogre who you should already know by name, you know, Chris Christie. Politics. They took that story and turned it into an actual animated project. Unfortunately, we don't have DreamWorks for an hour-and-a-half film. We have an hour-long Cartoon Network holiday special with early 2000s television 3D animation. I don't think I knew anyone that heard of this special, but I remember Cartoon Network replaying it every single October, and it even got itself a sequel, so someone must have seen it, and it can't be too bad, right? Right? Well, as your nostalgia family-friendly Halloween expert, trademark, let's see if this fever dream is as good as I remember it. Let's take a spooktacular look at Scary Godmother. We start off in generic American town on Halloween night where all the kids are trick-or-treating, and good God, this animation. It looks unfinished, like it needed a bit more rendering or something. The models of the characters look kind of okay, but look at how they walk. Some of their costumes look like they're just going through them. What's with the decision for everyone to have dots for eyes? I mean, I guess the designs of the houses look neat. Anyway, let's get back. We are introduced to preteens Katie, Daryl, Bert, and the leader of the group, Jimmy, out for a night of trick-or-treating. But Jimmy reluctantly has to bring along his younger cousin, Hannah Marie, who has normal eyes. Right? Jimmy wants to have himself a scary Halloween night and continues to frighten Hannah with the thought of monsters, but his friends tell her that her flashlight will protect her from them. Jimmy decides he wants to ditch Hannah, believing she will drag him and the crew down while trick-or-treating, and convinces her to go inside what they consider the spook house to scare her away. He tells a creepy story about the house, but I don't understand Jimmy's friends. They're very kind to Hannah, and the thought of ditching her was upsetting to them, but then they go along with Jimmy's plan anyway and join in with scaring her. Hannah tries to escape the house, but Jimmy and his friends trap her in. Now crying on the ground, a hat appears out of the floorboards, and out comes... That's the Fairy Wish Prince! Here we meet the titular... Say hello to your scary godmother! Right. She was sent here because she heard Hannah crying and heard the sound of boo-hooing. I get it. Hannah explains that she was crying since she's afraid of monsters, which then Scary Godmother takes her to her place on the dark side to show her some monsters. As time goes, I'm kind of getting used to this animation. The jerky to ultra jarring motion, the strange backgrounds. I don't know, there's something about the design of this that kind of works. As Jimmy and his crew laugh about the prank they pulled, Hannah and Scary Godmother arrive at her place and meet Scully.
Oh my, Scary Godmother! Sorry to be so late, but I just had to get these old bones bleached for the party.
Jump as bones, bleached assholes. Congrats, gang! We reached the adult joke quota! We did it! Tonight, we are throwing a Halloween party, and if you don't like Halloween-style puns, you're in for a bad time. Between the terms broommate and a who's boo is going to be there, this isn't going to stop.
Scully, I would like you to meet my new friend, Hannah. Hannah, this is Mr. Pettibone. He's our official skeleton in the closet.
Hannah continues to tell about her fear of monsters while Scary Godmother decorates. During all this, we periodically check in on Jimmy's crew, growing more concerned that Hannah didn't come out and that they're losing precious trick-or-treat time. Our first guests arrive at Scary Godmother's party, Harry, a werewolf that loves to eat all the food before everyone else arrives. And I've never related to a character more. Harry is introduced to Hannah, who believes her to be a famous actress, and while he's talking, they cut away to Scary Godmother telling us how to make a PB&J Halloween treat to shut him up.
Two of your favorite crackers, spread one with jam, one with peanut butter, mush them together, and jam them into the mouth of the chattering werewolf.
Damn it, lady, slow down, you're going too fast!
Next, we have a family of vampires, Max, Ruby, and son Orson, which freaks Hannah out some more.
The place looks great. Help yourselves to the food.
At this point, if I was this girl, I would have booed my pants already. Orson and Hannah connect with each other while the party is underway. Harry seems to be the bother to everyone, but more jokes ensue, like the vampires wanting a Bloody Mary and hold the Mary. Again, I'm kind of liking this. There's some sort of charm about it. The characters should be generic, but they're kind of interesting. Our next guest to show up?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
This, ladies and gentlemen, is apparently Bugaboo. I mean, look at this Tim Burton rejection here. He looks like a combination of Mike Wazowski, Tungus, and some unidentified stuff under your rug. Hannah freaks out at the sight of Bugaboo, runs away, which he chases her to tell her he's not bad. She shines her flashlight on him, which does nothing, to which he explains to her that monsters are big and scary, but they aren't mean, so she lets Bugaboo stay at the party. The party truly begins now with the monsters flying around and everyone dancing, Bugaboo, Scully, and in the entire house. Back in the real world, trick-or-treating is over and everyone besides Jimmy says they need to get Hannah. And I gotta say, these scenes are dragging down the vibe here. Not just me wanting Halloween stimulation constantly, but them picking a leader by voting and recounting, then by rock, paper, scissors. It just feels like excessive filler that they use to create terrible humor. Like the Richie Jim YouTube channel. Back at the party, we have such riveting banter like how Vampire Ruby is getting too modern because she shows her ankles, or how Max has social anxiety. You roll your eyes at this, but this is better than 4 Hotel Transylvania scripts. Yeah, I said it, yeah. Harry eats all the food and the crew decides to order a pizza, which Hannah finally connects with Bugaboo over toppings. Hannah explains that her cousin Jimmy said that monsters eat children, to which Bugaboo explains that it's his job to scare kids, not eat them. Wonder if Bugaboo uses a yellow cylinder to collect children's screams. Oh no! A copyright letter approaches! The pizza arrives, but it's over $200 worth. They tackle Bugaboo for some money stuck to him, and Scary Godmother scolds Harry for the mess he's made with the food at the party. Hannah talks to Bugaboo more about Jimmy's stories about monsters, to which he realizes he goes to scare Jimmy every week for his job. Scary Godmother decides to teach Jimmy and his gang a lesson for scaring Hannah, who are still waiting outside the spook house. Jimmy's crew decides to go into the house to look for Hannah, to which our partygoers are awaiting. Orson summons his parents to scare the gang, which they then bump into Scully. Scary Godmother leads them into the basement, which has the waiting Bugaboo to freak them out some more. But Hannah shows up with her flashlight, to which he and the rest of the monsters pretend to be vanquished. Jimmy and his crew run away in fear, while Hannah gets a key from Scary Godmother that she claims she can use anytime she wants to come back to the fright side. So our special ends as Hannah walks off with Jimmy and winks goodbye to her new friends, while the monsters deal with Harry and his party-ruining ways off screen. So that was Scary Godmother, and I gotta say, I was actually kind of impressed. On the surface, this is something that should not have worked. Animation that was, at least at first, jarring. A very minimalist story, and attempting to have us care about these characters in 50 minutes, but damn it, they did a wonderful job! These characters were anything but generic. Harry is a food and performance-obsessed werewolf, a flamboyant skeleton in the closet, a vampire family that was actually kind of funny with their old-fashioned views, and a spunky witch to wrap it up nicely. The voice acting in this was top-notch, Scary Godmother being fun, quirky, and caring, all the kids sounding like kids, even having some actors in multiple roles. Scully and Count Max being voiced by Scott McNeil, Gary Chalk as both Harry and Bugaboo, and Tabitha St. Germain as both Countess Ruby and Scary Godmother herself. All distinctly different voices that were all done fantastic. The story is nothing to write home about. There isn't really a face your fears message or anything like that, which there didn't need to be. It was all just fun for a kid to realize, hey, these monsters are fun. If there is a negative I will say about it, the scenes with Jimmy and his crew waiting outside the house felt forced because they had nothing for them to do. Forcing a romance of two characters, the whole recount, and rock, paper, scissors. I just wanted to get back to Scary Godmother's party, which thankfully was a majority of the special anyway. For being a special that I thought I made up, I'm so happy I got to revisit this one, and I think I can honestly say this could be up there as a sleeper for a favorite Halloween special of mine. Good for the kids to watch, and parents won't be too bored with it. Scary Godmother is scarily a pretty good time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tell me, have you seen Scary Godmother? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, or enemies, I guess, and subscribe to my channel for more nostalgia reviews, animation reviews, and anything else I can come up with. I hope you all have a happy and safe Halloween, and as always, thanks everybody. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta watch another YouTube video. Oh, hold on, an ad. Okay, to choose. Ah!